As a data expert, I'd love to know how much you allow the data to influence how you then move in the world, you know?
I think just getting back to this like perfect love algorithm or whatever, like I genuinely think that's impossible to create a computer program that's going to predict with any real defensible set of certainty, like who person A is, which of all the person B's out there, who A is going to love, you know? I just don't think it's possible. And I think there's just a lot more to life. I mean, hopefully for, you know, maybe for not that much longer, but like than like a phone or whatever, you know? And so I really try to, honestly, I am one of those tech people who try to stay away from all of that stuff. So I do enjoy that stuff, but back to one of your points, like I think you can be overly certain about a lot of things if you're just looking at numbers, because numbers aren't very subtle, right? They're just sort of facts that can be easily compared, and you can decide which one is bigger or better or whatever it is. But so little in life can actually be quantified down to a number. We all know that's not really true, right? I think I also try to stay away from that, from data, for that sense of the false sense of certainty about things too.
What do you think it was that you got from the data that made you want to share the data with the world? Because that's something I found anomalous. One, because it had never been done before, and then two, because it hasn't been done since.
Yeah, it was a weird time.
It's interesting to me that you had all of this data that told so many truths, and you put it out. It's arguably like one of the biggest studies on dating, on relationships, on race, on gender, on age, way bigger than any Gallup or Pew research. Because those are like a few hundred people, 1,000 people if you're lucky. And this is like, that's what I mean. But like, what made you put it out? Because, you know, Facebook guards it with their lives. You know, until they're testifying in front of Congress, they don't tell us any of their data.
Right.
We only find out they knew that Instagram was bad for young girls when they're in trouble.
Do you know who else tells us the truth?
Who?
Pornhub.
Oh, Pornhub does.
They do that.
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
That's the only people who are like, people in Nigeria are searching
this is actually what you're
Red
searching.
and blue people are the same. They all like, you know, they're into the same thing. That's the only other place like we get that.
Yeah, but what do you think it was? What were you hoping to achieve by revealing something that has been kept secret for so long?
I guess there was like that period, 2009, 2010, where data seemed revelatory. And this is pre-Cambridge Analytica and the whole kind of engineering of the first Trump candidacy and the fake news and all of that stuff. And there was just, it was like, it sounds corny, it was like a hopeful period, I guess, for the internet. You know, there was like
hope and change.
Airbnb. Yeah. Uber, you mean I can just get a car? I don't have to like wait 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that whole vibe, especially in New York, it's just different. And so we had all this data. We thought it was really interesting about how what people thought was attractive, about how different races would interact on our website or our app.